ES Audio.
Hello, I'm Mark Blunden and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, could King Charles III be the world's most eco-minded monarch? But first, President Joe Biden's administration plans next month to broaden curbs on American shipments of computer chips sent to China for use in artificial intelligence projects. That's according to some sources working on the plan. The Commerce Department intends to publish new regulations based on restrictions of semiconductors, also used in the tools themselves to make microchips. Sources tell Reuters that companies will be forbidden from exporting the equipment to Chinese factories that produce certain advanced semiconductors unless the sellers obtain Commerce Department licenses. The rules would also double down on restrictions detailed in Commerce Department letters sent to Nvidia and Advanced Micro Devices last month, instructing them to stop shipments of several AI chips unless they obtain licenses. Now, that's King Charles III, or Prince Charles, as he was back then, planting a tree with the Queen at Balmoral less than a year ago. The new king is famous for his love of the natural world and was never shy about voicing his opinions on ecology and urban architecture. And there are also hopes he could continue his vocal support for the need to fight climate change. It comes as royal parks ask mourners not to leave anything except unwrapped flowers, which are compostable, in tribute to the Queen in interest of sustainability. Staying with climate change, it's been confirmed that this last sweltering summer was Europe's hottest on record. Data from EU satellite monitoring has revealed that August was the hottest day by a considerable margin, fueling a series of droughts and heat waves. It was nearly a whole degree Celsius warmer than the same month in 2018. That comes from data from the Copernicus Climate Change Service. Extreme weather contributed to forest fires in Portugal, where the mercury touched 47 degrees C in July, while in China, global high temperatures caused drought conditions. Netflix is pushing further into video games and is working with Ubisoft to build mobile versions of the Assassin's Creed franchise, Valiant Hearts 2 and Mighty Quest. If you're a Netflix subscriber, then playing the titles won't cost you anything, and the streaming giant has been investing more into video games recently, but this only represents under 1% what subscribers are actually interested in. Recent titles also include Stranger Things 3, The Game, Shooting Hoops and Into the Breach. Now, NASA's Artemis 1 space rocket has been in the workshop to replace the dodgy seals it's thought contributed to a hydrogen fuel leak that scuppered the last launch attempt. The rocket, which is 32 stories high, was left on the launch pad twice after leaks in parts that are just a few inches long. NASA's tried to get the mission off the ground without any astronauts on board first of all, ahead of a launch with humans as they try for a moonshot for the first time since the 70s. Coming up, could driverless cars need drivers after all? And why Elon Musk's girlfriend is auctioning off their keepsakes. Why not hit rate and follow in the meantime? Welcome back. The dream of truly driverless cars could need real drivers after all. That's according to a boss at one of the world's leading automakers. Cole Vogt, who is CEO of the Cruise startup at General Motors, says it provides customers with peace of mind that a human is there to take over if suddenly the automated system breaks and something weird happens at speed. It comes after GM recalled and updated software in 80 Cruise self-driving vehicles after a crash in San Francisco in June left 2 people injured. Patients diagnosed with ME are being invited to take part in the world's largest genetic study of the condition. The Decode ME study is being led by Edinburgh University's MRC Human Genetics Unit and aims to reveal the tiny differences in a person's DNA that can increase their risk of developing chronic fatigue syndrome. It's estimated that more than 250,000 people in the UK suffer from ME, with symptoms including pain, brain fog and extreme exhaustion that cannot be improved with rest. The causes of the syndrome are still unknown, and it's now hoped that new pathways to treatment can be offered by testing DNA in thousands of donated saliva samples. And finally, A former girlfriend of Tesla founder Elon Musk is reportedly set to make nearly £20,000 from auctioning romantic keepsakes from their university relationship. Jennifer Gwynne dated the SpaceX tycoon when he was just 23 and studying science at the University of Pennsylvania in the 90s. Now she tells The Independent that the money will be raised to help pay for her stepson's college tuition fees. So what's on the list if you fancy a bid? There's a signed birthday card and a gold necklace, which purportedly includes an emerald from Musk's father's mine. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for The Leader from the Evening Standard here in London, and we'll be back on Tuesday at 1 p.m. See you then.